All right, man. Apparently, people got excuses for Earl Spence. You hear people talking about gloves and all this other stuff, man. And let's kind of talk about it. You had the neurologist, on the internet once again, which nobody checked his credentials. And like I said before, if he had a neurological problem, then we need to look at Al Heyman. We need to look at TGB Promotions, who promoted this. You need to look at his father. You need to look at his mother. You need to look at Derek James. You need to look. Matter of fact, most importantly, you need to look at the doctor who cleared him to go into a fight with Terence Crawford. That's what you need to look at. You need to look at to a fight who the doctors who cleared him, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, who allowed these doctors to clear him. Like I continue to say, you know, this is huge corruption right here. If that's the fact. But I say this: before he fought Sean Porter, he had the same look in his eye, and that's before he had the same look. I'm the only one that I heard. That's kind of narcissistic, but I'm the only one that I heard that said that I said that he didn't look right in that Sean Porter fight. Nobody listened to me. Nobody listened to me. He looked the same way in the Sean Porter fight. He looked the same exact way in the Sean Porter fight. He did. He looked like he wasn't there. He looked under the influence of something. You know what I'm saying? And I said that. Now, if he didn't look that way versus the Sean Porter fight, then I would give validity into it because it's for the money. He continued to say, well, you know what? I do this for the money. I do this for the money. He said that. I do it for some money. I want that. I do it for some money. Then you got people saying, well, he was dehydrated. Okay, that ain't nobody but his fault. He listened to Al Heyman and fucked around and found out about Terence Crawford when he should have been undisputed before probably Terence Crawford came to the division. He could have finessed, did something with Jeff Horn or Pacquiao and got that last belt. But he listened to Al Heyman and wanted to play the long game and wanted to constipate the division, and that's what happened. Terence Crawford is the one that's about to be 36. I'm pretty sure it's hard for him to make the weight, even if you moving up in weight. He had been there about 6, 7 fights. So when people get in here, and talking about, well, Errol Spence had all these excuses. He had, a neurologic says that we don't even know his credentials. Nobody even know if he a real fucking doctor. Not a true question. I'm just asking. How can he see something that the doctors couldn't see? The Nevada State Athletic doctors, couldn't see. The officials couldn't see. The doctors that they empowered to do the pre-fight check. What happened to the 30-day weight check? What happened to the 7-day weight check? What happened to the 60-day weight check? Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's who y'all should be questioning. If y'all feel like somebody on the outside looking in, who credentials that we don't even know what his credentials is, can see that Errol Spence had something going on neurologically. Then why didn't the doctors that the Nevada State Athletic Commission empower? Why didn't the officials that the WBC empower? Is it that much about money? Is his life more important than money? Because we know that's what fighters do. He wants that fight check. But damn, his daddy ain't gonna say, "Hey, son, we don't need to do this right now." Derek James ain't gonna step in and care about his fighter and say, "Guess what? We don't need to do this right now. You need to get right, or you having trouble making this weight." Can nobody tell this kid nothing? Is everybody in it? Like MCA say, everybody in it. They all for the they all in it for the money, because it's all for the money. Come on, man. Come on. Is it all for the money? Come on. Is it all for the money, bruh? What people do for money? In my Shaq voice. Come on. Whole bunch of excuses, dude. He's dehydrated and Terence Crawford gloves this and this, that, and the third, and it's just like, okay, okay. Anything to explain in their mind unexplainable what Terence Crawford did to him. And that's cool. That's cool. You know, that's cool. You know, that's super duper cool. Because we knew this was gonna come and they was gonna move that line. They just can't believe it. He did all that running in his mouth all the way in the way in. He did crying about the coin flip. He the one that was telling y'all, I mean, I'm done at 54, man, and I can't. Well, you shouldn't have set out the ring for 15, 16 months, whatever it was. You laughed at Terence Crawford for fighting David Avocado or David Avanesian, whatever y'all prefer, in December. Now who looked like the fool? What Master P said, gold teeth when I smile, nigga, how you like me? Nah. Now who's the fool? And who's the Mac, my Ice Cube voice? Come on, ask yourself that. Man just did a 187 on the undercover op. Yeah, and it don't stop. He just beat him. In 54, yeah, he might have a little more juice in his leg, but so would a 36-year-old Terence Crawford. If Terence Crawford had got old overnight, wouldn't nobody said nothing. Wouldn't nobody have said nothing. Oh, Errol Spence just made him look bad. They couldn't believe it. Now it's gloves. Now it's, people talking about Vada. They tested. And I think they looked a lot. I think somebody looked a lot different when they tested. That's all I'm saying. When they tested, Bud made sure they tested. Somebody looked a lot different. I ain't saying he a broke ninja. But she ain't no broke. And they ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't mess with no broke ninja. Come on. That boy did the funky Watusi all over his face. Left, left, right, right, left. My YG voice. You know? You better believe it. You better believe it. My money don't fall. You better believe it. You know, the man is a problem. And ain't no excuses need to be made, bro. No excuses need to be made. No kissing. No excuses need to be made. I just can't believe he did him like that. And yep, you better believe it. You better believe it. And at the end of the day, y'all talked all that shit. It wasn't Terence Crawford that prolonged this fight. If they could have made that fight in Terence Crawford first fight moving up, I think he would have fought. He would have fought him in the first fight moving up. I think he would have fought him first fight moving up. And that's my humble opinion. I think he would have fought him. He listened to Al Heyman and waited to the last minute to fight the man. You know what I'm saying? And when he could have fought him, and I, quite frankly, dude, I don't really think it would have. It would have been more competitive. But he just would have took a he still would have took an ass whooping. He still would have took an ass whooping. 3 years ago, 4 years, 5 years ago, Buddy McGurk was the first one that's saying it. He said, Terence Crawford's the best at welterweight. And they was he was saying even without a welterweight fight, or I think it was only with one fight over Jeff Horn, he said, "Yep, no doubt about it, he's the best. He's the best. He's the best." And and everybody could see that. If he had more juice, let's say he was the freshest he ever been at 47, he still would have got his ass whooped. He still got his ass whooped. He still would have got hit with them very same shots, bro. He still would have got knocked out. It's the difference in caliber and skill set. But hey, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Follow me on Kick. The links in the description and in the link tree. Brand new streaming platform. Think y'all gonna like it, not just for my content, but for the additional content that they got rolling over there. Peace.